But then after that, I believe that the metals will light up, silver will go to new highs, and gold as well, and that'll drive all the miners to record highs as well over the next 10 years. Everything we do as the human race requires silver, and yet the politicians look at silver as a poor man's gold, which I think is completely incorrect way of looking at this very critical metal.
People often regard silver as the poor man's gold, a perception that Keith Neumeyer, president and CEO of First Majestic Silver, strongly criticizes. He views silver not merely as a precious metal, but as a strategic one with significant industrial applications. Gold has always been ahead of silver when it comes to being a store of value. However, according to the Silver Institute, silver's duality as an industrial metal and a precious metal could allow it to see record highs this year. Stronger industrial offtake is a principal catalyst for the rising global demand for the white metal, and the sector should hit a new annual high this year, the institute said. Michael DiRienzo of the Silver Institute shares this optimism, predicting a stellar year for silver demand. The silver price surged in 2020, surpassing $20 per ounce for the first time in 4 years and maintaining this level after that, even peaking at $29.59. Since then, the metal has consistently approached the high $20s, briefly exceeding the $26 mark as recently as November 2023. Despite these persistent efforts, it has yet to breach the $30 mark. As 2024 began, the silver price faced challenges sustaining its gains, primarily due to anticipated slowing industrial demand. However, Neumeyer has frequently said that the white metal could climb even higher, eventually reaching the triple digits. Neumeyer has voiced this opinion often in recent years. He put up a $130 price target in a November 2017 interview with Palisade Radio, and has reiterated his triple-digit silver price forecast in multiple interviews with Kitco, the latest in March 2023. I've been calling for triple-digit silver for a few years now, and I'm more enthused now, Neumeyer said, noting multiple factors behind his reasoning. But I'm cautiously enthused because, I thought it would have happened sooner than it currently is happening. We will present clips from Keith Neumeyer's interview with Kitco News. But before we do, if you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Look at silver as a poor man's gold, which I think is completely incorrect way of looking at this very critical metal. So when we saw that show up in the U.S. government, we approached them right away and said, hey, look, we missed silver. And now they're looking at silver. So the United States will hopefully include silver on the critical minerals list in 2025. In Canada, they went through the same process. We lobbied early. We had 20 mining executives, including ourselves, sign a letter to the Canadian government requesting that they look at silver as a critical mineral. They're not telling us what their decision obviously is, but we're expecting they're going to publish their list in May of 2024, and we're hoping silver will be on that list. Two industries now, the solar panel industry and the electric car industry, that's now consuming 30% of all silver mined worldwide. And those industries didn't exist 10 years ago. I don't think there's really a difference. People that believe silver is a precious metal or gold is a precious metal, has really zero impact. Gold's used in some electronics as well, to a smaller degree, of course, than silver. But they're both very important metals to everything we do in the human race. So I'll call silver a critical or a critical metal or mineral, and I'll continue to do that because I firmly believe it is. And we're here today proving that fact. The Gold Council, I think, does a pretty good job. You do see their commercials and some of their advertisements and some of their PR, on a fairly regular basis. But silver, for whatever reason, it's a very small industry. I guess that's probably why, because it's only a $20 billion industry. So and there's only so much money available to do proper marketing campaigns to talk about the uses of the critical necessities of silver. And it's I had meetings just this last week, and I continually had meetings with people that are involved in the Silver Institute to try to get them out there more aggressively. It is happening, but of course I'd like to see it more. I feel sometimes I'm the lone wolf in the market talking about silver. We just broke through 20 years last September. of 2023 was First Majestic's 20th year anniversary. So it's pretty, and I feel, I have been, as you probably know, educating the investors in the world about the importance of silver for that length of time.
Reflecting on historical market cycles, Keith observes a pattern. Following the dot-com crash, there was a notable surge in gold prices. This event marked the onset of a decade-long bull market for mining companies, peaking around 2011 to 2012. Could another bubble burst like the dot-com bubble, which ushered in a decade-long gold bull market with extraordinary gains, be on the horizon? John Hussman, president of Hussman Investment Trust and known for predicting the dot-com bubble break and the 2008 market downturn, clearly warns of impending fallout. We estimate that current market conditions now cluster among the worst 0.1% instances in history, more similar to major market peaks than lows, contrasting with 99.9% of post-war periods. Business Insider quoted Hussman as saying in a recent note, Keith notes the subsequent 80% decline in the Nasdaq over 3 years, leading to a significant shift in investor sentiment towards precious metals. He predicts a similar scenario in the current market, potentially impacting the mining sector. Despite his cautious stance on the broader market, Keith remains optimistic about the long-term prospects of precious metals, particularly silver and gold. He foresees these assets reaching new highs as investors seek refuge from market uncertainty. This shift in sentiment highlights changing money flows and institutional recognition of the inherent value in the mining sector, which has been largely overlooked in recent years. Let's get back to the interview.
The market is going through a topping pattern right now. You wouldn't know with NVIDIA, going through 2 trillion, but this to me is 2000 and 2001 all over again. When the Nasdaq hit 5,000 in March of 2000, and over the 3-year period after that, it dropped 80%. And then gold lit up, the miners lit up, and we went into a 10-year bull market for the miners, which ended in 2011, 2012. I think exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again. You never know exactly when the top is, and it'd be a fool to pick a date or a number. But it's classic topping patterns that I'm seeing. It may be negative for the miners as well. If the S&P does crack and drop 25% or whatever number may occur, it's not going to be easy for the entire market. But then after that, I believe that the metals will light up, silver will go to new highs, and gold as well, and that'll drive all the miners to record highs as well over the next 10 years. All it is money flows. It's just headlines. Human beings are human beings, and they're always the same. They act the same, they invest the same, and when there's money to be made, investors will move to that sector where the money's being made. And over the last 10 years, the S&P, the Nasdaq have been the places to be, Bitcoin as well. And a lot of people have made a lot of money, but all of a sudden things change. One day the institutions just say enough is enough, and when they look at a sector like the mining sector, and they say, hey, there's real value in that sector, and we've ignored this sector for 10 years. Maybe we should stop buying the tech stocks. Maybe we should start buy the miners, because that's where the real value is. And also with the lack of investment that's gone into the mining sector, for the last 20 years, we're seeing real supply constraints in metals. So I think it's going to be a combination of a number of drivers that are going to propel the mining sector to new highs over the next decade.
Silver prices have fluctuated around the $22 per troy ounce threshold in the past day, surging beyond the $24 mark in mid-January. While conservative projections anticipate silver climbing to $30 by 2025 and $40 by 2027, Keith Neumeyer envisions a medium to long-term trajectory where silver could soar to $125 per ounce. This indicates strong confidence in silver's future role in economies, possibly prompting a notable shift in precious metals investment strategies. Share your thoughts on Keith's prediction in the comment section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.